Wow, I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. It's gotta have been at least 2 years since I've been on the YouTube. So a lot has happened. I got married. Is that gonna focus on my head? I got married back in October last year, so yay me. Busy with work, and it's been long enough. I have a few things I want to share about my journey in the last couple years shooting and how I've landed with what I have now. And I just wanted to, come back on here. It's been a while. A lot has happened in the photography world. A lot of cameras, a lot of gear. I haven't stopped shooting, which is great. I've kept shooting, even though it's not as much as I would have liked to in the last few years. I've still been shooting, so I just want to take you guys through my journey, everything I've shot with in the last 3 years, give or take, and what I think of those cameras, and what I'm shooting with now. So the last time I was on here, I think I was shooting with the Nikon ZF. I had the ZF. That was a cool camera. That was not going to be the only time I had the Nikon ZF. I had the Nikon ZF. I had it with the 40mm f2 lens autofocus. That kind of got boring after a while. I missed shooting with Leicas. Then I ended up getting a Leica M11. I had the M11 for a while. I think I had an M11P black. I had that for a while. Then an opportunity came for me to get an M11 monochrome. An M11 monochrome that I had for a while. I just could not get with just shooting black and white. So the thing I try to do with cameras is I try to commit to one body. So if I have a camera body, I'm just going to use it as my only body. I'm not a fan of having a bunch of cameras because then I have decision fatigue. I don't know which camera to use. So I had the M11 monochrome for a while. That was great. I just, black and white is just not my thing. So I said, you know what? I need a reliable body that I can always use that's going to work for everything. I had a little stint with I was looking for a small portable system. So I had a little stint with the Lumix S9. Great camera. Autofocus was kind of iffy. Not having a viewfinder kind of sucked. But the image quality out of that camera was phenomenal. I used it with the 50mm f1.8 lens. That was a great lens. And then after that, I went back to Sony, good old Sony. I had a A7R Mark V water camera, great viewfinder. One big thing for me is I like to have a nice viewfinder on the camera. So the A7R Mark V had a really good viewfinder, impeccable image quality, dynamic range, sharpness. I shot that one with the 50 f1.4 G Master, great lens, really good lens. It's portable, super sharp, super sharp. But the A7R Mark V was just a little too big, kind of bulky. I wasn't taking it everywhere. So I ended up switching that for an A7C II. Great camera, but that had a big shortcoming that I just couldn't get past. The viewfinder sucked on the A7CR. Same image quality as the A7R Mark V, but the maximum shutter speed was 1/4000th of a second, which is just not okay. I like to shoot outside on a sunny day. My fashion photos, I love a bright sunny midday photo shoot, afternoon. And not being able to shoot wide open because you'd have to step down to like f2 because of the 1/4000th shutter speed. Max was just unacceptable for me. And then I try to mix it up with some. I found a really good deal on a Zeiss Otis 8514 Otis. So that was when I had that camera with the Otis. Manual focusing with that little viewfinder was almost impossible. I missed a lot of shots. So I got tired of that camera. I ended up finding a M11P Safari. Beautiful camera. Green is my favorite color, especially the olive green. I love the Leica look. I got the M11P Safari. I got it with a Typoc Samara, I think that's the name of those lenses, the 50-1.4. Great lens for the M system. If you have an M camera and you want a really amazing lens at an amazing price with amazing image quality, the Type-X Samara is really good. Really, really good. So I had that with the Type-X Samara. Did a couple photo shoots with it and great image quality. Then the problem I started noticing with those is just I was missing focus. So one big frustrating thing is you do a fashion photo shoot, for example, and then there's a shot that just looks stunning, but it's just slightly out of focus, just slightly. It's maybe a little back focus, because manual focusing, even if you're, especially when you want to get that nice blurred bokeh background, you manual focusing, and it's with a rangefinder, it's very, very difficult. Rangefinders are not built for that purpose. I mean, you could really work hard to get good at it, but it's just difficult. So that was a big frustration with the camera, and the camera just ended up sitting because I really wasn't using it, and that was a lot of camera to just have sitting around. I actually made money selling the camera after I bought it, after using it for a few months. So I moved on from that. So I really enjoyed the fast aperture, manual focusing. I was really kind of getting the bug for manual focusing again. So I went back and got another Nikon ZF. Got a silver and black ZF this time. I got it with the Voigtlander 50 f1 lens. I did a lot of research on that lens, a lot of great reviews about how sharp it was. It was a big, heavy lens, but it's super, super good. Super good. Same problem again. I'd do photo shoots, I'd start missing focus. While I had the Nikon, I ended up dabbling in a few small cameras. I got a Fuji X-T5. I found a great deal on the X-T5. I played with that for a little bit. I did some shoots with it. It didn't really gel for me. I didn't really care for the X-T5. I even got the Fujifilm 50 f1 lens. And another great lens in the Fuji system is the Voigtlander 35 0.9 lens. Super, super nice lens. Amazingly sharp. It's not too big. It's manual focus only. So if you like manual focusing, that's a great lens. The Voigtlander, it's not cheap, but it's a really good lens. The Voigtlander 35 0.9 on Fujifilm. That was a great lens. So X-T5 was too big, so I said, you know what, I like the film simulations on the X-T5. Really, really good. Sometimes they might be a little too strong for my liking, just the processing of the Fujifilm sims. So I said, okay, let me do the X-E5 and then just do autofocus. So I got an X-E5. I had the Fujifilm 35 1.4 lens, not too big. Really great system. Fujifilm colors, great 44 megapixel, but then it's crop sensor. I just could not I couldn't fall in love with that camera. I don't know what it is. There's something about APS-C that just doesn't do it for me. I just really like full frame cameras. So I had that for a little bit. It didn't really work out for me. I got rid of it. And then after that, I kept shooting with the Nikon. The Nikon was great. Then I kind of started getting gas again. I said, I'm kind of getting tired of this. I did some photo shoots. I missed some shots. That was a little frustrating. So I said, let me go upgrade. So I sold the ZF, sold my X-T5. I had no camera for like 2 days. I freaked out. I went to a local camera store, went to Dot Camera here in Chicago. And I found a Canon EOS R8 and the 45 f1.2 lens. So I thought that would be a great combo. No, full frame camera, it's small, great focusing, autofocus. Not so much actually. In practice, the autofocus it wasn't hitting as much as Sony camera autofocus does. So that was kind of frustrating about that camera. I bought that, it was $1,400 for the whole kit. $1,000 for the camera, $400 for the lens, both used. I bought it. Just there was nothing fun about that Canon camera. It was very boring. That was the one thing I noticed about it. It was just a boring camera to use. It was basic for some reason. And the lens wasn't super sharp. The lens was not sharp at all. So I went back, like a couple weeks later, I went back to the store and I traded that back in. And I got a XT30 Mark II. I just wanted something fun. I like the film simulations. I got the XT30 Mark II and the Sigma 30 f1.4 lens. Really good lens too on Fujifilm. That's a really, I don't know why no one talks about how amazing those lenses are. So I got the Sigma 30 1.4 and the 56 1.4 to get like a 85mm f2 kind of field of view. That's a really good lens too, super sharp. My only problem with the Fujifilm, again, I just couldn't get with them because the autofocus was just not there. You know, the camera's hunting, if there's a little bit of low light, lack of contrast, the camera's really struggling. So that didn't work for me. So I ended up selling that system. And then I had another A7R5. I found one for a really good price. So I said, you know what, this camera it gives you everything you need. It's got the great autofocus, great image quality. So I bought it again. And then I bought it with a few lenses. I got it with the 135-1.4. Tons of great reviews about that lens. I actually only did one photo shoot with the lens when I realized it's just too far for me. When I do shoots, I like to be closer to my subjects. I like to communicate. I like to direct posing and have a great, you know, interaction with my models. And being at 135 just doesn't cut it. The depth of field, the compression is stunning. I actually did my sister's graduation photos with it. But the depth of field, focal length was just too far for me. So I ended up selling that. And then in the process of just looking for an EDC camera, because I always like to have a camera with me wherever I go, I stumbled upon this camera that I'm shooting with right now. The A7C Mark II. Full frame sensor. It's pretty small. It's got the autofocus that everyone raves about, Sony's autofocus system. They even have film simulations on this thing, which is pretty cool. And then the lens I found to pair with is where things just went to a whole nother level. So there's some times where a lens can make you just fall in love with the camera system. And the Sigma 35-1.4 Mark II, I remember when it got announced, I was really excited about it, how small it was. And then the stunning image quality. That's what I'm shooting this video with right now. You can see it's super sharp, amazing bokeh. Autofocus is amazing. It just sticks. And then so I pair it and it's just the perfect camera setup. I was actually looking to get the RX1R Mark III, but there were a lot of compromises with that camera. I looked at, I got a Sigma BF. In the middle of all this stuff, I bought a Sigma BF silver. I bought it with a 65 f2 lens. I only had that for about a week. A horrible battery life, great autofocus, great image quality, horrible UI, no tilt screen, no viewfinder. It's a beautiful camera, but it's just not very practical, especially because of the battery life. If the camera had better battery life, I would have kept it, but the battery life was unusable. You'd shoot 100 photos and it's down to 20% battery. That's just not acceptable for modern day camera. So the 35-1.4 E-mount on the A7C Mark II. I actually enjoy using the camera. The EVF is not the best. It doesn't really bother me anymore, especially after going through so many EVFs and so many cameras. It doesn't really bother me that much anymore. I was very close to getting a Leica Q343. That just seemed like the dream camera for me, because I like the 40, 50 focal length, and then the lens from that camera is supposed to be some of the best image quality ever. But I couldn't justify spending $6,000-7,000 on a camera. Not in this economy, not today. So I think this is actually a better deal. It's got the size you want, especially with this 35mm lens. I also got the new Viltrox 55 1.8. That's another really good lens. I've taken some pictures with it, nothing serious. I've only had this for maybe 3 weeks now, and it's been stunning. It's actually made me go out and do photo walks because it's small. With this 35mm, I can do some really good street photography. The autofocus doesn't miss. It's actually scary how amazing the autofocus is. Autofocus doesn't miss. Amazing image quality, and 33 megapixels is just perfect. I was noticing my computer was starting to struggle with the 64 megapixel files, just a little bit. You know, I've had my MacBook Pro M2 or M1 for 4 years now, so it's starting to struggle with these new big camera files. And that's one reason why I wouldn't even look at the big Fujifilm medium format cameras anymore. I really don't think there's any value in getting those bigger sensors for everyday shooting and just what I do personally. I don't think I need the big bulky cameras anymore. Their lenses, they're very expensive. A lot of storage that it would take, processing the images on those giant files. I'm sure their images are amazing, but honestly, I'm gonna show you guys some pictures from this combo. It's stunning. And I'm gonna do a full review on this camera at some point, but I just wanted to take you guys through my journey. Yeah, my journey of cameras that I've used in the last three years. Man, it's been at least 3 years. It's a lot of cameras that I've been through. I have a problem. I am a camera whore. But I mean, this camera actually motivated me to come make a new video. I actually went and bought a microphone on Amazon to get better audio to actually record a video. That's how much I've enjoyed using this camera. I just want to share the good news with you guys. If you can find one, I bought this on KEH for about $1,800, which is not bad at all for what it is. And then the Sigma 3514, I actually had it on pre-order because I knew that I wanted this lens from the moment it got announced. So I had it on pre-order. As soon as it got released, I had it shipped to me. It was about $1,039 before tax. I got the lens. I have the Viltrox for if I want something a little closer. That's another really good lens. And this is my kit right now. And honestly, this is the first time in a while I haven't felt like I needed another camera, I need another lens, I need another piece of equipment. I'm sure that'll change because, you know, new things come out all the time. You get, you know, gas and you want to get some new stuff. But for now, I feel very content. I'm actually happy with my kit. It's super small, it's super simple. I always have this camera in my car. If I'm driving around, I get an opportunity to take some cool pictures. I just whip it out, it's ready to go. And the app, the Sony app is really good. I think people don't talk enough about the Sony app. It connects super quickly to your phone with Wi-Fi. It has this thing called differential import. So every time you just connect to the camera, you can just import all the pictures you took in the last session. So from your last time you imported pictures, you could just import a bunch of pictures into your phone. So it's really nice. It's a really good, easy way to just get pictures and share. Like went to my sister's graduation 2 weeks ago, and I took family pictures of her and her friends, and I send them to her right away. And I just download all the pictures and just text them to her right away. That's a really nice benefit. That was one problem the Sigma BF had that I could not get with. There was no app for the camera. I didn't like that at all. I like to have a nice app where you can just get pictures of your camera. And then the film looks, I've been dabbling with it a little bit. I think this is just one of the film looks that's set on the camera. You can actually adjust saturation, adjust things. I still edit my pictures, especially when I shoot like fashion shoots. I'm not gonna shoot JPEG, I'm gonna shoot RAW. That's another thing I like about the camera too. You could the RAW files that come out of it get very usable. They're super sharp, high resolution. You can send them to people, they can make prints from them. It's just kind of doing everything I needed to do. I had a great time shooting with this on Sunday. There is that drawback though, of all the awesome things that this camera does. There is the drawback of having 4,000 max shutter speed. That's a big drawback. You can't shoot wide open outside on a sunny day when you want to shoot at f1.4. So when I did that photo shoot on Sunday last week, I had a stylist, had a beautiful model, one of my favorite models that I shoot with. I'll show you guys pictures from that photo shoot. I had to stop down to f2, which kind of sucked. I would have loved to shoot this super wide open on a sunny day, get that, you know, beautiful bokeh. But on the other side, it's kind of training me not to use bokeh as a crutch. So I had to focus on my composition. I had to focus on getting more interesting compositions. And that was another reason why the 135 just didn't work for me, because it made me lazy. Everything just blurs away and every picture just looks effortless. And you're not really focusing on composition and interesting things to tell a story. You're just focusing on just blurring out the background. So that 135 just kind of felt like a cheating, like felt like cheating to me. So Sony A7C Mark II. That might just be my favorite EDC camera right now. And I've looked at everything else. I've tried everything else. I've tried, like I think it's gonna have to have been 10, maybe at least 8 to 10 cameras in the last 2-3 years that I've played with, dabbled with. I'd have them for a few months, a few weeks, and they just didn't do it for me. So let me know what you guys think. Who else has the A7C Mark II? Because I think it's a stunning piece of kit. And then what lenses do you pair it with? I like something faster, especially for low light. Even if ISO is amazing these days, you can still get really good shots at night, in the dark. If you like some good bokeh, f1.4, you have it on with this Sigma lens. Even I'm sure the Sony G Masters would be also a great pairing for this because it's a smaller lens too. G Master 50 with this camera would be great, but I think this 35 is actually smaller than the G Master, which is crazy how they're able to make this much image quality, sharpness, everything, and make it even compact. That's a engineering feat. Sigma has been dropping some gems with their new lenses, man. Even that 135 is super good, but it's just, I don't need it. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna try to make more videos. Life has been super busy. I had to plan the whole wedding last year, so that was a lot. I had to plan 2 weddings because we're Nigerian. You have to do 2 weddings, so that was a lot last year. But I'm gonna try to make some videos, and when I find things that I think are inspiring, when I find ideas for, you know, just showing people things that I do with photography. I've been getting a lot of questions from people about gear and style and how to find models and things like that. I've seen there's a lot of great YouTube. I think that's another place where I can bring some value. There's a lot of great camera reviews and YouTubers that talk about gear, which is awesome, but no one really does high-end fashion work. They shoot models, they shoot beautiful girls, which is fine, but I just don't see that like magazine style, billboard quality, like stuff that should be in an editorial. I don't really see those kinds of pictures on YouTube. Like no one really shoots like super high-end fashion work with really like professional models. There's a lot of cute girls that people shoot with, but no one really showcases high-end fashion work. So I think that's a place where I could, you know, offer some value and tell you guys how to get into that space if that's something you guys are interested in. Because there's a big difference between doing just regular portrait shoots versus doing high quality fashion shoots. So let me know what you guys think of these images. I'm going to share a bunch of images because all the cameras I have talked about, they have a bunch of images to come with them. And I'll see you guys soon. It's actually kind of weirdly good to be back. Bye guys. Peace.